Hello and welcome to another video. This one, I've actually had the idea for a little while, just haven't really made a video of it. But I did make stories. But other than that, yeah, I really haven't done anything with it. Anyways, so yeah, as the title can see, this is my idea of a brand new pantheon for Smite. Just something that I create myself. I know Smite is all about the lore of the gods and goddesses that already existed, like the Greek, Roman, stuff like that. Okay, I already know that. So just before any comments show up, like, oh yeah, you know, Smite is only about like this type of gods and gods, about this pantheon, whatever. I don't care. It's just something I create myself. Okay, deal with it. Anyways. So yeah, the pantheon I created is called the Animal Kingdom Pantheon. Basically, unlike the others who have to have like human worshippers, my pantheon works off the animal worshippers, as in all the animals of the animal kingdom worship them. Now, the main focus of the stories that I create is the god of war for the pantheon, and I named him Jack just because, well, apparently that just seems cool. Now, the rest of the story just follows like him and his siblings and just the first five in general joining the war. Now, I created one person for each class: warrior, assassin, mage, guardian, and hunter. Now, the hunter is the goddess of the night. She uses basically a night arrow, like light arrow kind of things. Like the best way I can explain it is the light from the moon. Like it comes from that kind of thing. Who is a bat? Really, to me, the way I do stuff is that I think of some like an animal that goes with the role. Except for the God of War, because frankly, I feel like, I just like wolves, so that's why he's God of War. But for everyone else, I I try to make it so that it's different from the others, in like different mythologies I know of, but also goes with the role. That's why, for example, Mort, who is the god of the dead and Jack's brother in the pantheon, he can be either a crow or a vulture, depending on which form he's in. Now, frankly, I just think this pantheon is just interesting. It has a lot of potential. And frankly, I do wonder if any of you would like to hear more. Like what gods and gods I can create for every role, just about, and stuff like that. That's me personally. Either way, I did create this pantheon just because I felt like it. But back to the story before I get off topic again. I tend to do that a lot. Oh well. Anyways, the third one, the goddess of fire, is they made like a lizard girl who is basically made out of fire. She she's yeah, she can control fire and pretty much make herself into a living flame, basically, due to a curse. Now, the queen, the story I put up with is like when Hera is just about to join the war. That's when I started creating the story. So after she talked to Hera and she found out Hera was joining the war, she came back and decided to join the war herself. The queen of the Animal Kingdom is going to be a guardian. That's what I have the idea of. But still. Now, frankly, I feel like because of the different animals that can represent different things, like, for example, a penguin can represent, like, a god or goddess, depending on which one you want, of ice or something. Basically, every single god or goddess has a role in the way animals behave, basically. That's the idea I have. Now, frankly, I kind of wonder, what do y'all think about this idea? And let me ask you one thing. Do you think that this could be, like, in Smite, personally? Frankly, I have not created anything like the move sets or anything, but I did start typing some of it just because I had none better to do. But the idea behind one of my unique ones was for Mort. Basically, instead of a typical assassin thing, he can actually link himself to an enemy god, which allows him to see through walls and everything. But the two catches for that is the enemy god has to stay alive for the link to continue, and the enemy god has to be alive. So once the enemy god dies once, it cancels out the link and whatnot. And or if Mort links to another god or goddess. Like, for example, he cannot link to the hunter and the mid laner all at once. That's the best example I can give. So yeah, like I said, just let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all, well, whenever my next video or stream comes out.